We were up at Marymount University one day, and I was looking at him, and I was saying, Charlie, you need to go see the doctor. Little did I know that I was going to get on an extended leave at Boyd's Nation. But this man, we spent some days together at the hospital, and we talked a lot. And I will tell you, I've never met a man who loved his family like this man loves his family. He wanted to get on that plane and be with his family. I said, Charlie, don't get on that plane, please. I said, we don't want to go home this way. But he recovered from that. He loves kids. He loves his grandkids. He loves his kids. He loves Legion work. He's just one incredible man. I'm just honored and privileged to be associated with him over the years. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully, spending a lot of time with him in the future, if that happens. But Charlie is quite a man. His wife, Lola. That's not my underwear. Charlie came back and said, I'm missing a pair of underwear. Now we know. But Charlie, it's great to serve with you. You're not over yet. We're going to expect a lot out of you. He serves in a variety of positions at the national level. And we're looking for some great things from you in the future. And God bless you.
The next gentleman needs no introduction because of his past history within this Department of Georgia. He's a past national commander. He's a great friend of all the veterans here. He's a past department commander. He's a past national vice commander. He's a past, and he is. Because when you get selected for jobs like that all over the national organization, you fully understand that people appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, past national commander, Mr. Bob Turner.
to the Legion at 45. And I had a girl that worked for me that her daughter was getting ready to graduate and she wanted some scholarship money. And somebody told her, well, if you come to the post, we'll make sure she gets her scholarship. So she come to me, because we went to all the stores in the mall trying to get her a scholarship and everything. She come to me and she says, we've got to go to this meeting tonight. She says, they've guaranteed Tammy to get a scholarship. I said, okay, I'll go with you, I don't care. So we went the first time, it was pretty good. So we went back again, it was pretty good. Then I come home and I tell Charlie about Raymond and Charlie Daniels and meeting all these people. Boy, the next time I went to that meeting, he was with me. He says, I'm going too, you wait a minute. So that's how he got in the Legion. I signed up first under my dad, and then he signed up. So really, I'm under my dad, not him. And then we come to the functions. And I think it was one of the conference around here, and my mom passes away. Okay, we were in Macon. My mom passes away. I said, okay, I need to go home. Well, it was before she passed away, really. It was 3 hours before she passed away, I got home. I said, I need to go home. He says, okay, I'll get you to the airport. I said, you're putting me on a plane and I'm going home by myself to my mom's funeral? He said, oh yeah, I've got to stay for Kay Kelly. And I'll come later. So that's what he thinks of the Legion. And then the next time we was in Macon again for the fall conference. My dad passes away. I said, okay, my dad passed away. I need to go home because I'm the executor. I said, I've got to get home so I can get things taken care of and finish funeral. He says, okay, I'll see that Leonard McClellan gets you to the airport. So, okay, once again, that's what he thinks. So then, they call me from, I guess it was Dale that called me.
I didn't die.
That's what I was wondering when Dale called me. He called me from Washington. And he says, Charlie's in the hospital. I said, oh. He says, yeah, I think he's had a heart attack. I said, it's a good thing you're there with him because he's where he wanted to be. So that, you know, he's really dedicated to the Legion. It's his life. And I think if I passed away, by the time I was buried, he might get there. I don't know. But I know everybody else would be here because when he was in the hospital, every hour somebody was calling me from the Legion family to see if there was anything they could do, if they could fly me up there, drive me up there. I mean, they was going to get me there one way or the other. I said, no, Dale's there with him. I ain't worried about it. But I really appreciate everything Dale's done for him and helped him, and everything that he has done for the Legion has meant a lot, and it's been hard. This year, he's made it all up to me because I've got to go just about everywhere he went, and now I'm glad because I wouldn't want him taking Lola for a wife and leaving me behind. In 3 years, we plan on getting married, Dale. And we've been married 47 years, and February the 11th, 2014, I am planning a wedding, and you guys will all be invited, so I hope you can make it. But Charlie's not only short, you know, in stature. You talk about somebody that's got a short fuse, let me tell you, you've never seen one until you've seen his, and I know some of these people up here know what I'm talking about. But this year, he's really made it up. He's been calmer, and I think that next year, in order to keep him calm, I think we need to move to Tennessee, see if he can't be commander there, and then we go to Kentucky and see if he can't be commander there. Then we go on up to Ohio and see if he can't be commander there. And then Peter Dayton's going to move down here, and I'm going to come back to Georgia. But we've enjoyed it, and it's not been anything but because of yous. I mean, I've traveled the state to places that I have never heard of. I've had No one could have treated us any better. And it's been a nice road to haul. But I don't know if he's not there for that wedding, I'm going to be hunting somebody else. But we have a photo that we should have brought and showed you that was taken when he went in. And we had 35 of our family here. So we do have a large family. And it's kind of hard to move off and leave them or anything. Matter of fact, we move off. He gets mad at them every once in a while. He says, well, first of all, we moved off, and my son says, can you take my dog with you? I don't have any place to keep it. Okay, we'll take the dog. Well, next thing we know, the son's there too. So then we have a son that lives behind us. He says, well, you know, there's no sense in me paying rent. I'm not home enough. How about him and the kids just moving in with us? So we inherit them back again. I mean, he has to put up with a lot, trying to keep up with the Legion and the kids and my fussing all the time. But he does a good job, and he does it all. And anything that he can do to help anybody in the Legion, I'm sure he would get proud to do it. And Dewey who? But let me tell you something. Dewey, you have been a terrific friend. The first time I met Dewey, we was in Arizona, and I had bought a dress. And poor old Dewey, he says, let me carry that for you. I said, Dewey, you don't want to carry my dress. I said, people make fun of you. He says, if they do, I'll poke them one. So Dewey's a very, very good son, and I love him a lot. Lola, you've been terrific to travel with. When I first met you, I don't know. She just doesn't have the strength that it's going to take. But Lola, you have proved us all wrong. You've been a very, very strong, good person. And your help, I know, has given you a lot of trouble. But I love you.
If anyone has a gift around the way.
And Commander, I trust that we'll see you riding more now that you have your tricycle pedals that you got today, post 13. So now that you can pedal that thing, maybe we see you around a little more. All of our commanders in chief get a road name. And most of y'all, yeah, Bruce, most of y'all, or a lot of you I've recognized from the caravans. And I trust that there's a lot of you here that have done the caravans with us. And those of you who were with us the year before last, going through Macon, and we had a little meeting in before us again, and we told everybody, no matter what you do, follow the car in front of you. Just stay in the line. The riders will lead, and the riders will follow. All the cars stay in between, and just all you have to do is follow the car in front of you. That's all. And so I'm riding down the road, and I'm in the back. Ghost always takes care of the lead, and I take up the trail, and we're riding along, and all of a sudden we're getting off at an exit. And I'm going, this isn't right. Well, I come to find out after I got off the exit, I went ahead and got to the breakdown lane to find out who the moron was that pulled us off the wrong exit. Well, my good buddy Charlie was in the lead car. He said, well, I'm just following my GPS. I said, well, isn't that a wonderful thing, Charlie? So now we had several cars and a bunch of motorcycles following Charlie through Macon, and it was not the best part of Macon, if you know what I mean. The next thing you know, we pull up into a neighborhood, we stop in front of his house. I said, what are we doing now, Charlie? He said, this is where the GPS stops. I said, Charlie, what in the world? Well, come to find out, he had plugged in the post commander's home address and not the address to the post. So, with all of that said, his road name is now officially Ron Callaway Tucker.
Unbelievable.
My goodness. I'm just in awe of the people that are here this evening to help us celebrate this wonderful day. Lola, thank you for your support, friendship this year. Michael, thank you so much. And I have been able to get a hold of you. I call Sarge. Sarge finds you.
I don't have any trouble getting a hold of him.
And then Etta doesn't have any trouble getting a hold of him. But I want to thank all of you for helping the team meet our goals that's been set for us in many categories. Every person on this team is imperative to its success. And your friendly voice on the phone, sometimes not so friendly. That awesome coffee sometimes that I get to share with Miss Annetta in the morning. It helps us with so many tasks that definitely have contributed to our success. Thank you for doing excellent jobs in leading your teams, your respective teams, and on all of our projects. You know, your teams have made significant improvements all year. We've struggled in membership, but everyone else has. But we discovered this morning after the membership meeting, I have a little wager with the states of Massachusetts and states of North Carolina. Massachusetts bet me a bushel of apples against a bag of peanuts that they would beat me. Apples were in the bag. We went ahead of them today, okay? North Carolina bet me a Smithfield ham. They go good with them apples. We're gaining on them. And I trust and I know by the end of the year we'll be there. And it's because of each and every one of you out here. Auxiliary members, you sign up as many members sometime as a Legionnaire signs up. It's all her fault I'm here. You heard her say that. It's all her fault. If she hadn't drugged me to a meeting, I would never be here. I say that, you know. She says, no, I didn't drag you. You come to find out what the hell I was doing. You know, paybacks are tough sometimes. That's all I can say about that. But I want to thank each of you for something else. And I ran across something the other day, and this year has created a lot of memories. This whole career, the 16 years I've been involved in the American Legion, has created a lot of memories. I'm a youngin' in a lot of respects to a lot of Legionnaires in the way of the time they've been involved. But I ran across my ribbons and awards that I earned in the military. And those are very special to me. Very, very special. The one on top is the Air Force Accommodation Medal.
Oh.
The highest award I ever received. There's several on there with clusters. But I show you that to tell you this. The memories, successes, the plateaus we've reached in this last 16 years in the American Legion just solidifies every one of those awards right there. You know, I did this, and I look back and I think about it. I think about that year in Vietnam. Who was that special? But moments like these, you know, touch our lives, and they touch our lives forever. When I come home, I had to reflect this with every one of you. I had to reflect, Miss Annetta was there for me. And our young veterans coming home today, their spouses have to be there for them. Their families have to be there for them. I come home and she says, you're changed. I said, you're crazy as heck. I take care of the little one over there. You're crazy as heck. I'm the same as I was when I left. No, you're not. It took her 35 years to convince me she was right. I was wrong.
You know, I'm always right.
We'll get to that in just a minute. How in the world could I
I not be different when I came home than I was when I left? The things I was asked to do, the things I saw, the things I may have had for dinner if I got to eat. How in the world can you not be changed after coming home from that? Yeah, I was changed, but I was too hard-headed and dumb to know it. She knew it. She knew it right off. These young men and young women coming home today feel the same things. They might not feel it immediately. You know, there's many cases out there of PTSD that have laid dormant for years. I understand in the last few years, I toss and turn more than I used to at night. I don't think I've kicked her hard yet. Must not be what's wrong with your leg. I don't know. But all of you are a very important, special part of our lives. It's not me. Remember, no I in team. There's no I in this team either. And these boys, Ed, you can hold the video camera, but you and Amanda stand up, please. This is our oldest son and his wife Amanda from Cleveland, Tennessee. John, you and your family stand up. Please. The others are at the beach. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But all of you that are sitting here this evening, I think there was 295 of us in here this evening enjoying this evening events and the festivities. You're committed. Just like that word on my pen. And just like we heard from Feng Wong earlier this morning. You must be committed. If you wasn't committed, you'd be at the beach. Or you'd be playing golf. Or you'd be fishing. But look where you are. Each and every one of you. Auxiliaries, sons, riders, legionnaires. You're every one committed to taking care of your brothers and sisters. And I love you every one so dearly, so very much. You just would not believe. And, you know, I didn't send anything to Mr. Knox to be approved to say. 4 or 5 pages, you know what? Yeah, I won't go through 4 or 5 pages. But I do have to give credit where credit is due. Not only to Annetta, but to God and this country that we live in. If it wasn't for my belief in God, our belief in God, and this country that we live in, there's no way I would have ever felt the desire and the burning urge that I had to do what I have to do for the veteran. It has to come from the heart, folks. You know, you can wear a red hat, blue hat, white hat, green hat, purple hat, doesn't matter. If you don't have that hat on for the right reason and it's not coming from your heart, you may as well throw the hat away. Get it for the wrong reason. It won't work. You're just fooling yourself. You can't fool those around you, but you're fooling yourself. But I want to thank you in the Department of Georgia. Thank you all for your time. The American Legion truly appreciates the time you've donated to make our homecoming a success. Thank you for your help with the Commander's Project. That goal is within reach. We're somewhat short yesterday morning. We're still somewhat short, but not as short as we were. That's a good thing. The dedication that's contributed to the success of our department is always. It's been a pleasure working with each and every one of you. And thank you again for that. Thanks for your recommendation to the qualified candidates and the various chairmen that I've had to work with this year. With our many years of experience and that professional integrity that I see across the whole team, I value and honor your faith in your work and our work. It's been a pleasure to work with you, and thanks again. I wrote a little note to Miss Annette in here. And, you know, she did enjoy it. She has, I think, enjoyed pretty much every place we went this year. I know she enjoyed Alaska. How do I know? Yeah, Robert Taylor knows, he's holding up, he felt the pain. There's several that felt the pain on that trip, and it got to the point where I told Miss Annetta, no, I'm not buying no toe rings. She had all the fingers covered up. She wasn't getting any toe rings.
But wait a minute.
But that wasn't all bad. When I got home, I got my Harley. That was a good thing. Okay. But I wrote a little note, and I said, I don't have the funds to send you flowers. However, if I did, I'd send you 2 dozen of roses with baby's breath and balloon. Well, we got close. I don't have a balloon. I just forgot to tell. I forgot to tell the son. Okay. And you're not overlooked for the things you do at home. You're really appreciated. I don't have to read that. I don't But again, these memories mean a lot to me. And I feel I earned every one of those. But I feel the rewards I've earned from the American Legion and your trust in me to put me in as your department commander. And the support you've shown me and given me